morning, travelers, and welcome back. I know it's been a couple weeks, been a while since we posted. I apologize for that. Melanie had actually had stress fracture on her foot. Had to let that heal up a little bit, so we kind of took some time off from videoing. But we are back, and we are on board Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Star of the Seas. Massive ship. Biggest one we've been on.
Biggest one in the world.
Yes. So we're going to take you around, kind of tour the ship, show you about it, take you a tour of the room. We actually got a balcony. I think it's a large balcony.
Large ocean balcony room.
So come on, let's go. So we will start our tour back here on, or at, Thrill Island. This is just a massive water park to be on a ship. It's just kind of insane. They have, I think, 2 large raft rides, 2 map rides, 2 body slides, and that might be about it. But I got up here in the morning, so it is a lot less crowded. So you can actually kind of see it a lot better. They actually have like the 2 raft slides are called like Hurricane Chaser and Storm Surge, and they actually have sound effects up in the tower and stuff that sounds like a storm. Very cool. It's almost like being in a theme park on that part of it. So then actually, this is, like I said, all toward the back of the ship. And then there's the, where you go up and get in the, one of the, I guess, body slides, the drop slide. And then the 2 mat slides are up in that area. And then we will walk up here. And you can actually see this is the flow rider area. Don't have it on right now, but on this ship they've only got 1 flow rider, which it's okay, they have plenty of other stuff. And then this is actually a good view. We have like a little lookout area here. We got a deck area, a little infinity pool that actually overlooks all kind of seating area all over. Just now kind of down here looking where the infinity pool is. Kind of how it overlooks. You have a really cool view of where the infinity pool is and what it overlooks. You can actually see way down there. It's kind of surf side. We'll head down that way in a little bit. As you can see, all the decks. I think there are 17 decks on the ship. Is that right?
I think so, but honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's either 16 or 17 decks on this ship. So now we are actually over here on the other side. We were over there a while ago. So we walked over here to the other side. You can see all the seating area they have over here. Just like I said, tons of seating area everywhere. And hot tubs and pools, just all over the place. Then we'll walk right up here. Is actually where they have the putt-putt. We have not played that yet, so hopefully we'll get to that sometime this week. But it's actually looks pretty neat. And then up above the putt-putt is where they have basketball and pickleball, all of that. And then they have a restaurant here. That is optional. That's one of the included restaurants. And like I said, there's the water park all over there. Like I said, it is just huge. And then this all kind of overlooks way down there, all the surfside area. So the putt-putt was back over there. This is the free restaurant, or one of the included restaurants that we saw earlier. That's Base Camp is what it's called. And then as you walk on past here, then you get to where the rock climbing wall is. It's actually kind of a different location from where the other ships that we've been on, at least the Oasis class. But there's your rock climbing walls with all the different levels on it. And then here's something unique that I don't know that we'll get to do that. I think they call the no, it's not the Overlook. I'll have to look and see what the name of it is. It's basically you get on like a little zip line or a harness, you walk around, and then the bottom drops out over there, and then you come flying right back around over here. Not a lot to it, but I think the biggest thrill is kind of being hung over the ocean when you're right there. All right, so that is actually called Crown's Edge. I had to look at it as we walked by. But then we'll keep on this level. Obviously there is so much to explore all over, but it's kind of turns you around a little bit, trying to learn your way around this ship. But there is another pool. I think that's kind of the main pool over there. It's actually a very large pool. But you can see there's just decks going all over the place. But I think it's even neat over there on some of them. The top row, you can see these over here, well, you can kind of see, they have windows and doors. But when you come down, these do not. Kind of just fake balconies. They got the chairs and stuff, but the pool's on the other side. But it's kind of neat how they did that, just kind of keep the theming. We'll come on around here. Like I said, you can just notice, I mean, even over there, kind of the higher deck or higher level, it's just chairs all over the place. And then that's a hot tub. It's kind of extended out up there. All kind of chairs over here. I think they said when we got on the ship that there are a total of 6,001 passengers on this cruising. That is just insane. So we just came from right around there. Of course, places all over to pick up towels and everything. Another pool here. And again, just seating everywhere. I love the little surfboards and little figures all over the place. That's kind of cool. So that kind of, I think, kind of goes in as far as you can go on the outside of this deck. All right, we've come back down here to where the Crown's Edge was. So now we're gonna go downstairs here. And actually right down here was one of the included restaurants, El Loco Fresh. Very good Mexican restaurant. Bars everywhere. I don't think you can walk 10 feet probably without hitting a bar. So right inside through there is actually the elevators, stuff like that, and then you got Windjammer right on the other side. Like I said, now we're on the level with the pool. You can see down below us Central Park, which we'll go down there in a little bit. To me, it's a lot wider than what is on the Oasis class ship, the last one we were on that was big like this. We'll come over to this side and walk down to this side this time. Like I said, huge pool. Awesome views. as you're out at sea here walking or sitting. Like I said, loungers. It's cool. You can actually prop them up or you can just lay down. Actually, you have 2 hot tubs over here with this pool.
Bubba, so you want to go on the green side?
Like I said, chairs. It's everywhere. I mean, that's one thing that is very good with this. So right up above us, you can see the lime and the coconut bar. Also one down here. But yeah, like I was saying, just chairs, places to sit everywhere. I mean, Royal Caribbean did a very good job with this. Very impressed. Another hot tub up here. Another hot tub up where we're on the upper deck. Then down here on the end, this actually goes in what they call the Aquadome market. Oh, walk in on this side. And then they actually have several restaurants, these are all included, that you can eat in here. Kind of like a little food hall. Got your crate place. Got your Thai, your pig out barbecue, Mediterranean. Just all kinds of food. All right, so that's the Aquadome market that we were just in. So now we'll walk over this way. And again, more of the sculptures. Love those. Kind of cool, kind of overlooks Central Park. So then we'll go in this way. And these are the one group of elevators. There are 10 elevators on the front, 12 on the back. They actually go off, I don't know what you really want to call this, we'll say the number system, but you basically pick which floor you want and then it tells you what elevator to go to. It's actually pretty cool the way it works. We've been on here a couple of days so far and it has worked actually really well. You do not wait that long on an elevator. So coming in here, this is the Aquadome. There are some restaurants in here, but this is where they actually do some of the nighttime shows. We haven't seen a show in here yet, so we're looking forward to that. But this is where they'll actually do the show, I believe it's called Torque. But you can also come in here and just hang out. So there's one of the specialty restaurants, Hooked. But like I said, all of this, you can just come in here, hang out and chill. There's another entrance to the Aquadome market where we just were, right over there. This is all enclosed. Just very, very neat. All right, so there's where we just came in on the Aquadome market. So you can actually walk back in behind here. And this is like basically, I think they call it Lookout, which is kind of what it is. They have those little pods, kind of you can go up there. Usually there's always somebody in those. But it's just all kind of seating, of course, bar. But you can just come up here and chill and just look where you're going. Take a nap, whatever you want. Yeah, you come down the steps there, you can see, it's called the Overlook. And come up here and just the views, amazing. And I can say, these are some of the most comfortable chairs But other than that, beautiful view. Very beautiful. So going back up on the other side, it's cool. They got these little LED TVs. I don't know if you can see them very good now with the sun hitting them, but it looks like an aquarium. I can't pick that up too well. Again, huge sculptures. Awesome. There's a bar at the top on this side. So we just came up the steps right over there. We're on the other side on the Aquadome. But I didn't point out before, you probably saw them. They have, I believe they're called Cougar arms, but there are 4 of them over there. And they are actually used during the shows, I think specifically the torque show. So hopefully, like I said, we'll see that later this week and we'll find out exactly how they're using those. So the Aquadome is right over there where we came out. So we're actually gonna go down to 8. Oh, so it told us I. We're gonna go right over here to where I is. Don't press any numbers, you just get on the elevator and it will take you down. It is not a direct elevator. So just coming off the elevator, we are on level 8, or deck 8. And Melanie corrected me, they are called destination elevators. And we are now in Central Park. I love this area. Very, very cool. We got a lot of specialty restaurants in this area. We got Zumi over there. Then we have Chops over here, which hopefully we are going to be able to eat at that later this week. We actually got a free specialty dining. I think our travel agent was able to get that to us. There's a little Zumi place, sushi and ice cream. But now all of these are specialty, or they cost extra. Again, another bar here, but just the greenery and the way this is done, just, I know I said a lot, very cool. All these are real live plants they've brought in here. And like I said before, just the size of this ship, just looking up, it's just literally a floating city. So here we have Park Cafe. Now that one is included. I think we haven't eaten in there, but I think it's very similar to the buffet, just a smaller buffet. But I do think they have some things that are different. Again, sculptures everywhere. You can, I don't know if it's picking up on the mic, but you can hear birds and everything in here. Another specialty, I'm pretty sure this is specialty Lou's. And then we've actually got some watch store over here. If you've been on a cruise, you know watches and jewelry are a big thing on the cruises. Like I said, Central Park, I love this. It's very, very neat. Just the size and the scale. So there's Central Park, what we just came through. These are the elevators on this end. Like I said, there are 12 on this end, 6 on each side. So now we're gonna go out to Surfside. So this is mainly toward more of a kids area on this ship. But again, sculptures everywhere, very cool. Just a lot of photo opportunities too with these sculptures. But they have a merry-go-round, a big play thing on the end with kids. Or it's mainly, I guess it's more of a family area, I guess you could say. but obviously it's mainly for kids. Now they have Surfside Eatery down here. That is included. This is where your arcade is as well. Sugar Beach. I believe that is ice cream. I believe that one is extra. Not open right now. Now the play areas, again, merry-go-round, Sprinkles. That is one of the areas you can get the included soft serve. There's actually multiple places across the ship to get that. Surfside Bites. That is included. Bar area down here. So that way when the parents are down here watching the kids, they still have access to a bar. Pier 7, that is additional, I believe. And even the kids down here kind of have an infinity pool. I mean, it is at the edge, it's not quite an infinity pool. Like I said, just all kind of play areas, splash areas. Wish they had stuff like this when I was young, but not quite to this level. Again, all the play area, you can kind of see way up there. I think I showed you a shot from up there. Up there is where we were, where the surfboards were. And like I said, the kids kind of have an overlook. If they come to the edge, they can kind of see the wake of the ship. So down there is where we walk toward the back of the ship, part of Surfside. So now we are going to turn around and actually go down a level, or down a deck, toward where the Royal Promenade is. So just come in for Surfside. There's your kids area, Adventure Ocean. And if you turn and go over here, we've got some sunglasses, Vineyard Vines merchandise, and then this is Playmakers. This is usually packed at night, so it's kind of nice to walk down through here without just being shoulder to shoulder. And then down here on the end is actually what they call Absolute Zero. It is the ice skating ring. So they'll actually do a show down here, Seoul. See if we can get in here and look. All right, so coming back out from where we were, there's Adventure Ocean. Now we are coming back down past the elevators again into the Royal Promenade area. The Royal Promenade area is broken up into 2 floors here, and it's actually nice because you can walk completely all the way down on either floor. But this is where a lot of the karaoke bars and all kind of stuff. So here's one of the bars here. You got the Thorn and Thistle down there. Another little bar area over here, and all these have like night music and stuff. We'll walk down on this side all the way so you can kind of see it. And then in the middle, kind of right here where they have, is just the Pearl. That is just amazing. I could sit there and watch that for a while at night. All the little panels inside moving and everything. It's very, very cool. So this is Giovanni's, one of the specialty restaurants. It's kind of odd that it's right here on the promenade. We've never eaten at it. I've heard it's very good. There's a good shot of the Pearl. It's just very neat. So right down there was Giovanni's. So then we're coming on down here. So this is the dueling piano bar. Very cool. We went there the other night. That was a blast. We hope to catch that a couple more times. Two people that were doing it, awesome. Again, this kind of goes into the elevators on this side. So over here on this side, we haven't been in there. I think it's kind of like the comedy club. They have the art auction in there, just kind of some different things. Haven't seen inside of it. It's always been the doors closed when we came by. I love how they have the LED screens here. That is very cool. So right down there is where we were with the artwork kind of stuff down. Art gallery, comedy area. So we're gonna head down here. And this is where the Pearl Cafe is. Again, all this is included as well. All kind of little treats, sandwiches. You get some coffees here. Again, a lot more seating. And this is on the back side of the Pearl. Panels are barely moving, but you can see them. It's very cool. We'll walk on around here to the corner. Again, another little bar area here where they can do some live music at night. Or you can just chill out during the day. So that's kind of up here on deck 6. So now let's go down to deck 5. So over here you've got your guest services. You've got some merchants back here. You can buy alcohol, liquor, wine. Got some watches back there. There's your next cruise area. There's the Thorn and Thistle, kind of the Irish pub. Again, the Pearl down here on this side. And then this is actually where we boarded, actually right in here. And when you go off the ship at port and stuff, they actually have an area here. The gas goes down to the gangway. There's 2 escalators that you would go down. If you want to go down to the casino, you can actually go down there right there too. There's multiple entrances to the casino. But we'll show you that later. Got our Starbucks here. And yes, they do have a Star of the Seas mug. And yes, I did get it. Add to my collection. Have a little shop over here. More merchandise, little watches, and then you've got purses and stuff on this side. And then right past that, you got Spotlight Karaoke. We were in there yesterday. They had like a family and a bunch of kids singing. It was great. And then Sorrento's, which is the free pizza included. Then you've got Effie, which is the jewelry. And then you've got kind of makeup, beauty supplies. And then down here on the end, it actually goes into the Royal Theater. But it looks like the doors are closed down there now, so we can't get into there. So on deck 6, right there is the promenade. Again, we're here at the elevators. If you come around here, this will take you down to the fitness center. So Down there is where we came from. Here is actually like a yoga studio. Maybe some classes as well. And then we'll come around here. We head downstairs. This goes into the main fitness area. And they have all kind of machines. It's very, very well equipped. So we just came out of the fitness area. We're actually down, I think, on deck 5 now. And this is where the track is, but you can either walk or run around. And on deck 5, as you're walking around, these are where all your lifeboats are. And it's what's funny, like I said, I believe this is the 2nd week that this ship has been out. Everything is so freshly painted. I mean, there you don't see any rust, you don't see anything. It's just very, very clean. So we just came down the stairs from deck 5. We're on deck 4 now. And we are gonna come right over here into the music hall area, where they have some live music and stuff. We have not seen anything in here yet. We hope that there's like a, I think a group, I think it's later tonight or sometime that we hope to catch in here that plays a bunch of 80s and rock music. But it is actually really cool. I mean, it looks like a venue like you would go and really go to a concert at. And then actually connected to this is Casino Royale. And the casino is pretty large. We won't video too much in here because I don't know that they like for you to, but just kind of get an idea of it. It goes down a good ways. So we just walked through the casino, and I'm almost positive, I can't see any signs or anything, that it is split into half smoking and half non-smoking. I believe on the side, the music hall is the non-smoking, because you don't see any ashtrays or anything, and then you got about halfway down, there's a wall, and you walk through that, and then walk through the openings, and on this side, you smell the smoke. So it's like this is the smoking side. Not for sure on that, but that's what I kind of think. But on this side, when you come out, it actually comes out down here into the dining room. This dining room is very pretty. Morning. They're actually still serving breakfast in here. So we are in room 346, and this is on deck 12. We actually have a balcony room. It's actually pretty spacious. Actually, we'll look at the bathroom here first. And it's a pretty standard bathroom. I will say the shower is a lot larger. You can see the door actually kind of swings out like that, which is kind of neat the way they did that. But the shower is larger because you do have a seat in the back, which does make it really nice. Sink's pretty standard. It might be, again, a little larger, but overall, it's actually got a handheld shower head. And then you actually have some storage over here on the side above the toilet. A nice big bed, and then all your storage over here to this side. You've got a mirror here, and then behind the mirror you've got your safe, and all kind of shelves right there. And you got all kind of hanging storage in here. Here and here on both sides. That's actually full length there. Then I'm not exactly sure. Not sure what exactly you could use this for. I guess just pile some clothes in them. Not real hip on those, but you do on both sides of the bed. You have a USB and then a regular plug-in on this side. On the other side, you just have a USB. And then obviously you got a little desk area. Got some plugs there. USB. Do both versions of the USB. USB-A, USB-C. And then you've got some shelves here, and you've actually got more USA, USB-C. Or USB-A, USB-C. There. But overall, it is actually a really nice room. Got your TV mounted right there in front of the bed. And like I said, we have a balcony view. Not much to look at right now. We are still in port. But man, this is actually a large balcony. The ship we were on, last ship we were on, I think was Celebrity. It was obviously a smaller ship, but it was a lot smaller balcony. But this, man, you got a chair, the ottoman. It's actually large. But yeah, I mean, like I said, not much to look at right now, but overall, very nice room. Well, that is going to wrap up our tour of Star of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's newest and largest cruise ship. I am sure we didn't capture everything, and I apologize if we missed something. It is just a huge, large ship. But
A little overwhelming at times.
yes, but hopefully it gives you a good idea, and we would love to see you come and cruise on Star of the Seas as well. I mean, it's a great ship. Very clean. Obviously, it's brand new, but a lot of amenities. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we will see you on our next adventure.